Hi, I'm Megan with MWCFitness, and this is workout 1 of 4 for my 2017 New Year's Challenge. The first exercise is going to be a step up. So you're going to need a box. You can use a bench, anything that you can step onto. It could be a stair. And if you're more advanced, you're going to want a higher box. It's a little bit harder to get onto. If you're newer to it, pick something small. The main thing that I want you to focus on when you're doing this, when you step up, I want your knee to be tracking and in line, facing the same direction as your second toe. We don't want to see any knee coming inwards or knee going out too far. Okay, the second exercise we're going to do is called a bent over row. And to get in the proper position for this, we want to get in what's called neutral spine. Neutral spine can be a bit complicated, but what I like to think of is when you're standing with your best posture, you want to maintain that as you bend over. So a great way to get into neutral spine, it works for a lot of people, is you're going to stick your bum out as far as you can, and at the same time you're going to bring your arms beside your ears. So you can practice this a few times, getting into the proper position, and then you'll grab your weights and pull them to the side. And as you're doing this, you want to make sure you're not bringing your chest forward at all. It should just be your arms moving. Okay. The third exercise we're going to do today is a push-up. I know you guys have all seen a push-up. You've probably seen some bad ones too. I see a lot of bad push-ups. So my first cue for you is to make sure you make it as hard as you can, but where you can maintain perfect form. So if that means you're doing a push-up on the wall or a push-up on a bench, that's totally fine. I do them on the bench because they hurt my shoulders on the ground. One other thing you want to cue when you're doing a push-up, if I was to look at you from above, I don't want to see a T, I want to see like an arrow. So my arms are going to be about a 45-degree angle to my torso. So our next exercise is called a hamstring curl. If you're in a gym that has a hamstring machine, please use that. If you're not, you can grab a stability ball. And the thing you want to make sure when you're using the stability ball is that you're not using your back to do this. So you really want to be using your hamstrings to pull the ball in. And one thing you can really do to help with that is keeping your abs really tight and engaged the entire time. The next exercise is called a Paloff Press. So what I want you to do is get into an athletic stance. So that's feet shoulder width apart, hips back, knees soft. What you're going to do is you're going to be pushing this away from you, really nice and under control. And as you do that, you want to make sure your body's not twisting with the weight. If you can't resist the twisting, it's probably a little too heavy. Go a little lighter. Exercise in this circuit is called mountain climbers. And just like with the push-ups, if you need to start on an elevated surface, that's fine. So what I want you to do is you're going to get into a plank position. One thing you want to make sure is that you're really strong through your shoulders, so you don't want to be relaxed and falling into them. You want them to be pushing away from the ground. Alright, that's one round of your circuit. So again, if you're advanced, you can go ahead and do up to 4 rounds of that, depending on your time. If you're newer to it, I want you to repeat it once more at least. When you're done that, in your homework, you're going to see there's a cardio portion coming up as well. Enjoy!